No race tonight. Just it's a group ride. Yeah, no, it really is a group. Got to stick with the plan of not riding hard. I entered the A category, which is the longer of the stages. I need to like disconnect that light. It keeps turning to me. Oh, 4.5 to 5. I can hold 4.5 for I think a minute, maybe 2 minutes. Thanks for the ride on, Pookie. I could bang this route off before the start of the event. All right, it's warmer in here. Oh, I totally load up on the hamburgers. Totally want the hamburgers. I love the burgers. I had no intention really of riding in Zwift much. And then they suckered me in with all these tours with like kit. Luckily, this is, pretty sure this stage coming up is really short. Actually, if you're still here, Brad, I actually got a response from the Port Authority. That email's working out. So it's funny, I totally forgot about it. And he messaged me on Discord and said, "Oh, have you emailed that guy yet?" And I'm like, "Oh, I totally forgot." So I emailed them. He passed it on to somebody else. And I explained the situation. And it's going to be passed on to the director of property. So that's about 3 emails more than I got the last time. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. As I did like the info email, and it was just like, nope. Or this way, I went, whoa. I got to somebody, and then they were like, "Hey, what is this?" And I just tried to put it like, I said, we're fully permitted, we're fully insured. The city was giving us permits to block the street. So like, this is not, some underground race series. It's completely legit. It's sanctioned. We just need a safer place because our poor volunteers get yelled at by traffic every week, and that's not fair. Yeah, maybe I should get Norm to contact the Port Authority. 20 minutes, 12 minutes. I can bang off 1.5K in 12 minutes. Yeah. Well, it's not like we're not covered. We have full insurance. I mean, it's totally legit. thing we're trying to accomplish here. Oh, I forgot. I got steering. I should be doing this the whole time. I'm going to use this while I can because the group ride, they always have steering turned off. What if I get extra kilometers this way? I'm going to ram this guy. Just kablah, side swipe. Oh, look at this runner. This runner's going to get it. Oh, it still auto avoids people. It's no fair. Corners. Shorten this course up. No, this is as far right. It only lets you go to the middle of the road. And it stops. It's kind of fun, but kind of baloney all at the same time. Because in all of the events, Zwift disables steering because it's an advantage, which is crap. Because in a group ride, it shouldn't matter. Like, no one's trying to win the group ride. You don't get anything for winning the group ride. So I should be able to steer in all group rides. That's what I was thinking, because I know the route. This particular route says it's like a certain, I don't know, they must count it, because I know if I've ridden with people that have done the exact same route and their distance was different than mine, because I think the computer had them cutting some corners differently than I did. All right, let's. Well, yeah, because what happens is Zwift kind of puts you in the part of the lane to avoid people. So sometimes you could go on the exact same ride, and if it's in the corners, you're saving some time, where the steering, you can force that. I like on docks, though, because the steering is just buttons. Let's join this event. The steering is disabled. Like, why? Why? It's like the most useless thing that I've bought, because I can only use it 50% of the time. It's because it's not a group ride. It is a group ride. Actually, I should probably check, because they actually do have two versions of this ride. They actually have a group ride and a race version, and I should probably double check which one I actually. Yes, I signed up for the group ride version. Well, yeah. people really enjoy racing the group ride. It does say 1 to 5. So you're always going to get the people going super fast off the start. You get no credit for winning this ride, though. Like, there's no credit for doing really well in these group rides. Yeah, maybe Strava Clout. Because I know Zwift Power, the website that sort of gives you rankings and whatnot, most group rides aren't, you know, they don't deal with the group rides. Totally is peer pressure.
Right on.
I'm not succumbing to the peer pressure on this one at all.
Right on.
I'm sticking under 210 watts. That's the goal for this ride. This is entirely a zone 1, zone 2 ride, and I will not be sucked into chasing the lead group.
Right on.
Oh, are you in this ride then?
Right on.
Right on.
Hammer time.
Oh, Adam, how's it going? Am I not following you on Strava or on Zwift? What the hell program are we using? We're using Zwift. Oh, you're in the Miva Discord. One sec here. Is this working? Yep, sure is. Oh, audio stuff is always super fun. Not 1 minute. He's in Discord, Brad. Just no, Brad's in the chat saying that he cannot figure out your Discord name or his Twitch name. That's like, I've gone around to like every social media platform and reserved my name like it's dozens of years ago, and it's funny because it's, you know, you have sometimes no intention of ever using it. Yeah. Well, I think some people don't. I don't really seem to care. It's, well, there goes all the fast people.
There, but I'll slow it down. Is Brad in this race too, or no? Oh no, he's not on.
I think Brad gave up on Zwift.
Yeah, this is a rest day for him anyway.
I kind of gave up on Zwift, and my intention was not really to ride Zwift. But then they started doing all these tours with like jerseys and stuff, and then I'm like, man, and they came out with new routes, and it sucked me back in.
Yeah, when did I do it? I think I just signed up in January. I just got my trainer this year, or last Christmas.
Adam can be in the stream because I don't think he'll say anything too controversial or political. Sometimes. See you, Brad. It really is hard not to go fast off the start. Like everyone is just pulling away slowly. And I think, man, if I go just a little bit more, I could keep up with those guys. But I'm like, no, stop. You need to follow the plan. Yeah, I think when I was in my, when I was in my like best shape, if I could get into the top half of just riding pretty casually, then I was happy with that. Yeah, now I'm like, no, my casual effort nowadays is the bottom 10%. Well, that's a big thing too, is if you can even find a group even near the back, you go so much quicker. don't think there's a lot of climbing on this course either, so that's good. You were one of those guys then. We always see these random group rides, and we're always like, what the heck's that guy on a mountain bike for? Well, the hidden secret is the Tron challenge, or the Everest challenge. You got to make sure you're on that one because they don't tell anybody. I had enough elevation to complete the challenge, but I hadn't started it yet. I remember Googling it, going, how do you get the fancy colored bike in Zwift? And I'd been riding Zwift for 4 years. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't start the challenge. I was doing all the other challenges first, like Tour of California, Tour of Italy. Yeah. Yeah, I think you need 50,000 meters of climbing. And I was pretty sure I was at like 45,000 meters before I started the challenge. Yeah. Yeah, all my setup's in the garage, and it just gets too hot in the summer. The garage will be 47 degrees. So I usually give up Zwift from July till about mid-September. Oh yeah, yeah. He loves the Alp. I did the Alp till I got the lightweight wheels, and then I try to avoid it. Yeah, there's like a spinny wheel that spins at random. And the coveted prize is the lightweight wheels, which are one of the lightest wheels in the game. So good for climbing. But the spinny wheel, like I know people that have done it, a dozen times before they got the wheels. Oh, it totally does, yeah. Hey, Codadon, how's it going? Get out on your bike? Well, I wouldn't, well, don't blame you. The weather hasn't been great. It's tough when it's dark at 4:30 to like get the motivation to do anything with the stupid time change. Doing pretty good. Busting my butt at work. Trying to get all these stages done. Yes, I hear you on that. I have a tough time getting motivated to do anything these days. I feel like I have to psych myself up. Yeah, that's, yeah, that's, it piles up. I'm usually pretty efficient at getting stuff done. Like with work, I can focus, but everything else, house chores, just stuff getting done around the house, I'm like, nah. Get the bare minimum done and that's it. Well, especially with this. Yeah. And especially now with this weather, if you're already feeling like that, it compounds and makes it even worse. It's just dark and gloomy all the time. I don't mind. Let it out, man. Let it out. That's what we're here for. Whoa, custom valve caps. That's getting serious. That is, yeah, who knows? I'm not sure on that. I have ones in here. They go on your valve cap, and as you ride, they light up. Oh, bike shoes are a difficult thing because if you fit a particular brand, you just stick with that brand. I pretty much only buy specialized shoes. Yeah, that's and one other problem too is none of the shops even have stock because they can't get anything. I was actually on a wait list for a pair of shoes. I think January of 2021. And a year later, they still hadn't been in stock. I've ridden this route before, but I have no idea where I am. I don't ride on Makuri enough. Hey, Beats. How you doing? Thanks, Dimitri. $100 more? Holy, that's a good deal. That's a very good deal. Yeah, I do say the Trek store is probably, it's usually the company stores, like the Giant store, the Trek store. I find a lot of times their prices are just a little bit more than everywhere else. Yeah. Well, when's isn't it Black Friday next week? I'm in Canada, so we've just started celebrating Black Friday. One of my favorite cartoon episodes is about Black Friday. My daughters used to watch Teen Titans, and there's a Teen Titan Black Friday episode, and it is freaking hilarious. If you get your shoes just a little bit too big, you can just wear like extra socks. Yeah. Well, it's funny. We actually do have Black Friday now, but we don't have mobs. Everyone lines up peacefully and enters the store in a single file manner. Yeah, well, that too, but honestly, Black Friday makes more sense than we have Boxing Day here. Who wants good deals after Christmas when you already gave gifts? You want the deals before Christmas. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, A&B Sound, that used to have good Boxing Day sales. I remember waiting in line at 3 in the morning to get me a cordless phone for $8. I want a DVD player for $29. Actually, I shouldn't even say a DVD player. A high-end VHS player for $89. Well, actually, it's funny. My wife and I would go Boxing Day sale, Carrie, and we just buy gifts on sale for Christmas of next year. And then what ends up happening is we forget that we have a big box of gifts in the closet, and then we buy Christmas stuff, and we found this big box of like Boxing Day sale stuff in the closet like 3 years later. And it was totally filled with like outdated crap that no one would want anymore. Yeah, we bought like Lord of the Rings on like DVD for, $9. And 3 years later, everything streams, so who needs a DVD? It wasn't even like Blu-ray, just like plain old DVD. Yeah, well, that's what we have, a fairly large DVD collection and Blu-rays, but who the heck watches it? I can like click a couple buttons and get the same movie on streaming. That used to be the measure of how kick-ass you were. Was like your buddy's super rad CD collection with a CD case that had like held 96 CDs. I don't know. I think I'm like, my screen is so small in my garage, I can't really read the names in Zwift. Maybe that's what I should get for Black Friday. Something bigger than a 24-inch monitor. Oh, that's crazy. It's not a bad deal, coated on. $26.50? That's in Canadian funds. For all the US people, that's like $50. That's not bad. You know what? That is a damn good weight for a classic machine like that. Yeah. That's the main part, though. That's the part that most people see or look at first, is the frame. Why? I need to figure that out. Every time I light switch, my main light goes out for some strange reason. I used to like when you buy the, sometimes when you buy like Continental tubes, you'd get yellow Conti colored valve caps that were sweet. I do, but it doesn't work in group rides. Zwift disables it. It's for fun, but it's only dumb fun because it's only 50% of the time, because they never have it enabled for group rides, because for some reason people don't think it's fair. I guess, I don't know. It's I didn't fully research it when I bought it and thought, oh man, steering would be super fun. And I thought it would work with more apps, but apparently Zwift, from what I've read, signed some agreement with Elite that it will literally will only work with Elite or work with Zwift for, X amount of years. But then it's like Zwift doesn't promote steering whatsoever because they disable it in all group rides. So what is the point of that? It is fun though. I do randomly cut corners when I'm riding around normally. And it substitutes as a riser block for the front tire. Because actually, yeah, it sits on this little block and you can turn it 45-degree angle. And it's got little sensors in it that, depending on how much you turn, your guy turns. I also kind of like it though, because it has a self-centering mechanism. It's an index. So I'm always is my steering, is my handlebar straight? Where you can actually feel it kind of clunk into centered position. And last year, I actually wore out a tire because I had my tire sitting on a rubber mat, and from constantly sort of moving the handlebar a little bit, even though I would sit and spin I'd spin the tire every couple rides, but when I went to take my road bike outside, there totally was a huge flat spot from just rubber on rubber. So I guess by buying the riser, it kind of saves me from buying tires. So I guess after a year or two, it pays for itself. Yeah. What's funny is I put my road bike on the trainer, and I honestly outside much prefer riding my gravel bike. It's not as fast getting to and from work, but it's more comfortable. And if you want to, you can, zip off the road and ride trails on the way home. Yeah, go around, check your tire. It's gonna be all worn out. Actually, if it's on a wooden block, it should be fine. This rubber mat, Oh, yeah. I was talking to everyone in general here. Yeah, this mat. Yeah, this mat. It's really sticky rubber. It's like a super heavy workout mat, and I guess just the combination of like sticky road tires and sticky rubber mat just chewed through the road tire. I obviously didn't spin it as much as I thought I was spinning it. They put this hill right near the end. Always good to get a feather as you crest the top of the hill. Oh, like, come on now. granite juicy nipple valve caps. Oh, that's a good one. Are you done already, Oren? Saw you up ahead on the map. They don't look like nipples? That's disappointing. Yeah, that's probably true because like they're so much smaller. Harder to machine if they're out of aluminum, or especially because you could go to Canadian Tire and probably buy fancy truck ones. Purple was huge in the 90s for bike parts. I worked in a shop and my boss had every anodized purple accessory you could think of. Every part was purple. The hot purple. Ski jackets. Hot purple. Hey, Three Swords, thanks for the follow. Why does that light keep turning off? And I have to readjust it every single time. Oh yes, purple bar ends. It's just so people know, don't mess with me. I'll have to see this here. Oh yeah, you know what? That purple is a pretty good purple. That's pretty, I would say that's a good one. That's actually not a bad price either. Purple crimp ends? What? That's exactly, it's $3.99 for the valve cap, $20 for shipping. And then it comes out of the US and then you gotta pay another $25 border charges. That has a serious link. Has a lot of letters. Whoa, see, that purple though, that's a little bit too light. But that's $9 Canadian with Prime delivery. You can get it on Monday. $40 pack, what? What? all 10 colors? Oh, that is a good deal. Yes, the pink on that, the purple on that one is not dark enough. But you could go and buy a purple Sharpie, and for $9 to get 40 of them, I would just purple Sharpie the purple ones. And if it already matches what you have on your bike, then do it. I'm a big fan of colored bikes. My cross bike is all black, but I like bright colored bikes. This bike that I'm riding right now is supposed to be black, but there was a mishap and I ended up getting orange, and then when I saw it I was like, hell yeah. And now I'm disappointed when I go into the bike shop and just see all black bikes everywhere. We are done. Stage 4 is complete. Yeah. Follow me, I'm super slow, and just don't pass me. Let's go visit Mr. Callison. Well, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'll be on again some point during the week, don't really know. Go say hi to Mr. Kellison, listen to all his super knowledge.